The US has seen the YPG as a key ally in its fight against Daesh in Syria since 2014. Yet within the State Department, this has been a point of contention as the YPG is aligned to the PKK, a group that the US views as a terrorist organisation.
Secretary Carter, have you ever heard of the PYD?
I have, yes.
Have you heard of the YPG?
I have heard of them also.
Who are they?
Another Kurdish group.
Aren't they the military wing of the PYD?
They are, yes.
Is that right, General Dunford?
That is correct.
The leftist Syrian Kurdish political party founded in 2003. Reports indicate that they're aligned or at least have substantial ties to the PKK. Is that true?
Yes, we have.
Is the PKK a terrorist organization in the eyes of the Turkish government?
The PKK is a terrorist organization not only in the eyes of the Turkish government, but in the eyes of the U.S. government as well.
The PKK has waged an armed campaign against the Turkish state since the early 1980s, killing more than 40,000 people. And the Human Rights Watch says the YPG branch has been involved in several war crimes, which include recruiting and training children as young as 12 years old. But Washington is still training and equipping the group, even though the group has attempted to camouflage itself.
They formally called themselves the YPG, who the Turks would say equated to the PKK. You're dealing with a terrorist enemy of mine. How can you do that, ally? So we literally played back to them that, hey, you got to change your brand. What do you want to call yourself besides the YPG? And with about a day's notice, they declared that they were the Syrian Democratic Forces. I thought it was a stroke of brilliance to put democracy in there somewhere.
This is how the SDF celebrated when they cleared Raqqa from Daesh. The man you see in these posters is Abdullah Öcalan, the founder of the PKK. So while the SDF has been clearing Daesh from the region, they've also increased their own territory, which starts at the Iraqi border and stretches over to Turkey's borderline. Ankara says this is a problem because an establishment of a self-proclaimed autonomous region along its border could also act as a launchpad for further attacks on Turkey, but also undermine its territorial integrity.